Chat, no. I should have died. Credit cards, tax. Prayers. God.
Psalm 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pest.
If you are drifting through life, if you rise each morning with no clear purpose, no burning desire, no definite aim, you are already defeated before the day begins. Yes, I said.
Actual interview.
My search led me to the study of the spiritual forces with which all of us are blessed. And it was in this field that I came upon a clue which has enabled me to help millions of people to find their earthly destinies. I want to describe my discovery in the simplest terms possible, because it will reveal to you why it is true that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, regardless of how many times you may have failed in the past or how lofty your aims and hopes may be. I caught my first fleeting glimpse of the profound law which provides the means by which we may choose our own purpose in life and attain it, while I was being coached by Andrew Carnegie during the organization of the Science of Success philosophy. I had just finished telling Mr. Carnegie that I feared he had chosen the wrong person to give the world the first practical philosophy of personal success because of my youth, my lack of education, and my lack of finances. Well, at this point, Mr. Carnegie delivered a lecture that I shall never forget because it changed my entire life and paved the way for my helping to change the lives of millions of people, some of them not yet born. Let me call your attention to a great power which is under your control, said Mr. Carnegie. A power which is greater than poverty, greater than the lack of education, greater than all of your fears and superstitions combined. It is the power to take possession of your own mind and direct it to whatever ends you may desire. This profound power, Mr. Carnegie continued, is the gift of the Creator, and it must have been considered the greatest of all of His gifts to man, because it is the only thing over which man has the complete and unchallengeable right of control and direction. When you speak of your poverty and lack of education, Mr. Carnegie explained, you are simply directing your mind power to attract these undesirable circumstances, because it is true that whatever your mind feeds upon, your mind attracts to you. Now you see why it is important that you recognize that all success begins with definiteness of purpose, with a clear picture in your mind of precisely what you want from life. Then Mr. Carnegie continued his speech with a description of a great universal truth which made such an impact upon my mind that I began then and there to give myself a new outlook on life and set up for myself a goal so far above my previous achievements that it shocked my friends and relatives when they heard about it. Everyone, said Mr. Carnegie, comes to the earth plane blessed with the privilege of controlling his mind power and directing it to whatever ends he may choose. But, he continued, everyone brings over with him at birth the equivalent of 2 sealed envelopes, one of which is clearly labeled, the riches you may enjoy.
Want to make your home everyone's favorite summer
Yo. Now let's go to real motherfuckers. Like,
Catholic Church, philosophers could build upon, which of course neatly orbits the earth as Aristotle said. The possibility that a guy in a loincloth living in a clay shanty 2,000 years ago might not have known everything that can ever be known about anything ever. This all started in 1604 when a supernova exploded so close to the earth that it was brighter than the stars at night. Galileo and his sidekick Johann Kepler put forward the theory that the phenomenon was an exploding star, which went against the Aristotelian dogma that nothing in the universe moves or changes beyond the planets and the sun, which of course neatly orbits the earth as Aristotle said it does. As far as the Church was concerned, the supernova was merely a completely ordinary meteorological event, and if you jumped high enough you could poke it with a stick. Galileo said that not only could he prove that change was occurring among the so-called fixed stars, but there was a hip new idea called heliocentrism, which stated that the earth went around